Hi, everyone. Today on our Tech AI Solution podcast, we have a Marian and George with us from Take Stock Inventory. And I will start with their introduction first. And they tell us, Marian and George, about your company and what you guys do.
Okay. Hi, I'm Marian, and we are with Take Stock Inventory, our company. I'm the CEO of the company, and we have been around since 2016. And what we do are inventories for various reasons, industries, and individuals, such as estate planning attorneys, insurance agents, family law attorneys. And what our service does is documents everything in a home or a business or storage unit for further discussion or division or pricing, valuations, and naming. So it's a service that every individual can use and
Mhm.
probably should use once they understand the importance of it and the benefits of it.
I'm George. The company she said started in 2016, but I actually had this idea over 30 years ago, and it was called IDS, Insurance Documentation Services.
Yeah.
We did a digital video camera, and it was around for a while, but the insurance industry and insurance agencies saw it as a deterrent to how they would work with their insurance providers. It's a great idea, but don't see it as going very far because with your product, we'd have to pay out more to the consumer. As technology has changed and how insurance premiums have changed and everything has seemed to accelerate, now you see the insurance providers wanting an inventory because of insurance fraud, and they want to be able to be fair to their clients and serve their clients well. So within that situation, Take Stock Inventory came about, and it's actually a product that everybody should use or have. If you don't use us, you should do this and help one with your insurance premium, which you could reduce,
Mhm.
because you can absolutely, with our valuation tool, come up with true values of what's on the interior assets of your home.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
Go
So,
ahead.
so I think, George, you have the background in the insurance industry, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's where your idea came, right?
Actually, the idea came from a storage facility where we would store documents. And we found out that it can store documents. Why can't we take pictures, store images, and then index, qualify, quantify, and catalog to where with our software on the portal, you can easily access and create reports for all your personal assets that you have. With our valuation tool, cannot come up with a value. We have a line so it's called client input. And then the client will get with us and they can go in and edit that and add to or subtract from the value of their personal asset inventory. And this valuation tool has turned out to be really quite successful, and everybody wants it in a divorce. One wants it high, one
Yeah.
wants it low, but
Yeah.
we take and document as an independent third party that nothing will disappear. Well, your golf clubs are still there, your guns
Yeah.
are still there, and on the wife's side, maybe her china or her jewelry are there. We document it, and we have been decreed by several judges to absolutely document personal assets in divorces.
Okay. So if I have to properly summarize this service, you guys work for for example, I want to have everything evaluated in my house. I will come to your service and I will upload the pictures on your platform and it will evaluate what exactly its value. Then I will go to the insurance company. I will tell them this is what I have in my house. I'll tell the premium. This is what you guys do, right?
You can't
Correct.
now that doesn't always work, but
Mm-hmm.
normally with high value individuals, so you have $1 million house in Texas, $1 million house, they're saying your personal assets are $500,000. It's 50%. In case where we would come in and sit there and take all the pictures, it comes up to 300,000.
Mm-hmm.
Now you go back to your agent and say, look, we have a 200, I don't want to pay $500,000 for my personal assets. Here's proof of what we have. And we found out now the providers are looking at it going, oh, okay, our risk profile is less and
Mm-hmm.
you can prove what you have. We can negotiate a little bit. It gives you that opportunity.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I was just say the fact is That C number, which is what the value of your contents, nobody really knows. Like you probably don't know what you really have as far as value in your home, but you're required to insure it for this amount. So our service is able to take pictures of everything in your home,
Mm-hmm.
label it, identify it, name it, and
Mm-hmm.
assign a value. We
Mm-hmm.
can either do market value or replacement value. So now at least you have an 80% starting point of what really the value of your contents are.
Okay, now I understood. So your client is on one hand there is an insurance company, and on the other hand there is a customer. So your like your ideal client is the customer or the B2B this insurance company.
Actually, the final client, go ahead, Mayor.
Well, the final client is our consumer, but
Mhm.
we work with the insurance agents and the carriers for them to recommend Take Stock or let people know that Take Stock is available for that service. So typically, a homeowner might say, I need an inventory. I don't know. I'm not going to do it. There's really nothing good out there. And they might call their insurance agent and say, Hey, I want a home inventory. I need to see the value of all my contacts. Well, they'll call the insurance carriers, and we are their preferred vendors like Chubb. They'll say to the insurance agent, "Call Take Stock, they'll do it for you." And then we either work normally with the client. Many of the times, the client will call us, and then we work directly with them.
We've had it to where some agencies
Mhm.
are trying to create a premier or
Concierge.
a concierge service,
Mhm.
and they've actually paid for us to go in and document all the things of
Okay.
some of their clients to help retain their client and give them actually full service. So let's go back to my example of $1 million home with $500,000 of personal assets that the insurance company has you valued at. If you have a loss, can you remember everything in your home?
Yeah,
What
that's
do you
true.
think you can remember? Give me
Yeah,
a percentage.
I think 20 to 30. That's all. Only the high value thing. That's it.
Okay, so 20, 30%. And
Yeah.
let's say you're really good and remember half.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's 250,000. You will not be paid on the other 250,000, even though they've insured you for
Mhm.
500,000, unless you can prove that difference. And that's where Take Stock comes in to make you, it's like, I hate to say it like this, but it's insurance on insurance to help prove that it's good. You have a car that's worth $100,000
Mhm.
and you have 10,000 miles on it, the value of that car at 10,000 miles or the value of that car with 100,000 miles is completely different. Oh, well, we got to see your odometer in order for us to give you the proper payback. We're like an odometer. We take pictures of everything, we prove the value, the insurance companies accept it, and help you settle your claim. So much easier with the adjuster, so much faster, and it saves you time and money.
Do you have any competitor as of now in this service? Because this is need by I think every individual living in the insurance world.
There are some we do have some competition. It's
Mhm.
primarily in the app stores where people can do it by themselves.
Mhm.
There's some other companies that are out there that do appraisals that are like 4 to 5 times our cost.
Okay.
But we've really leveraged the software side on using our valuation tool to
Mhm.
come up with an 80%, 85% estimated value of either replacement value or market value. And let me go into our next, I guess, channel, which would
Mhm.
be estate planning. 50% of the people get divorced.
Mhm.
100% of us are going to die. I'm sorry, nobody
Yeah.
gets out alive. So, with the estate planning side, you kind of want for your estate, you want it to be a little bit lower. So we go with market value.
Mhm.
And everybody who dies or is expecting to die, then you get to see our white hair
Yeah.
that we're going to die.
We're approaching it.
We're going to die sometime soon. So we look at what we have and we have to value for our children what we have. And then we put it into our estate plan. And if we're at whatever threshold at which the government will tax us, now we can prove
Yeah.
that we are below that threshold or above that threshold and helps with the vision. Also, within our software, if you have 12 heirs, we
Mhm.
give each heir a different color tag and they go through the house and can tag the stuff that they want. Say, but my brother tags the same table that I want. Now we have to have the executor decide who gets what. I might have more, they might have less. we're coming up with an auction tool that will help decide that. If you live all over the country, it pays for itself on airline tickets that you don't have to buy.
So
Yeah.
what's nice about it is, let's say we have 1,000 pictures in your home, and that's
Mhm.
we picture everything, and there's
Yeah.
1,000 picture on these portals, and George said you got these 12. The great thing is each heir will go in individually in their own little silo and select what they want,
Okay.
and then, the executors usually give them, like, 3-week time frame, whatever it is. So after that time frame, everybody's had time to look at it, they let Take Stock know, and we are able to we have a robust reporting system, but the most important one for a state is we can generate a report for the executor or the estate attorney that goes, look, of all these 1,000 of items, there's really only 30 that
Mhm.
more than one person wants. So now,
Contested.
yeah, contested. So now they can look at that contested report and fairly figure out how to allocate those 30 items. And like George said, there might be an auction piece, or there will be an auction piece at
We're
some point.
developing.
But at least the executor is dealing with a much smaller number of contested or items that are wanted by more than one of the heir, and it's a lot more pleasant, easier, and so on.
Thank you. Thank you for all this information. Because before this meeting, I was not aware this thing exists and how beneficial it is now talking to you guys. And now I'm also aware, like, exactly this is what everybody needs for their business. Exactly. And if we talk about let's pivot this in discussions to the industry now. So this thing has been there in just insurance companies are there for a long time, and this been done manually from a long, long time ago. Now, how do you think this industry has moved with the digitalization? One part exactly is how just by putting up the email, putting up the picture in somewhere else, and it will tell you the value exactly in the current market. How think how do you think this industry has moved right now?
I can answer that. The technology has made it for us more possible to be a complete service.
Yeah.
As you well know, you can go to Google Lens and you can go look up one or two things at a time, and it takes you. And it's not bad, but are you going to do 1,000? You'd be there for basically weeks.
Yeah.
Our system can take up to, I'd say, 5,000 pictures. We scrub it, we process it. Now we only come back with 85% returns. The better the picture, the better the rate of our return. If we, and there's parameters, if you see, you'd have
Mm-hmm.
to take the picture within this parameter in
Yeah.
order for it to, the pixels, and it's a mathematical equation. The number of pixels per square inch helps the system determine and go out and match images. And as it matches those images, we scrub it again for costing. And we have an algorithm for market value, and we have another algorithm for replacement value. We won't share you that detail because it's somewhat proprietary. And our programmers, they thought we were pretty cool. And they really enjoy working with us because it's a unique situation.
Exactly.
And there's the do-it-yourself systems.
Mm-hmm.
We're creating in the middle of creating our own DIY. It's called You Take Stock, but very few of them value.
Yeah.
Because the quality of the picture is not good enough to give you enough returns to give you an estimated value. Does that make sense?
Yes. And yeah, Marian, you
Well, I was going to answer more globally. I think you asked about the insurance and the family law. So, family law, when you were going through a situation, you went through the house and put sticky notes. That's how they
Yeah.
provided things, or they
Mm-hmm.
manually made a list or stuff. Now they're leaning to something, because the judges have to look at all this and determine what's what. So
And
now they're
divorce.
in a divorce. So now they're leaning over to doing all this digitally with a
Mm-hmm.
service such as ours, or an end product such as ours. Just makes it a lot easier. The insurance companies, when you had a loss, they would give you like a sheet for each room, and you would manually go right in the den, lost the TV, if you could remember, lost the
Mm-hmm.
TV, lost a rug, lamps,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Again, the insurance companies now are looking to more advanced and digital information where, and I'm sure we can shoot them a spreadsheet by room, and it's all right there, and they probably put it right into whatever they need to do to finish the claim process.
The ease of competing or completing a claim with our software is like 300% compared to what it would be if an adjuster went through, who are very experienced people who know the prices of everything. But we give it to them, and it saves them so much time. And the only one thing I want to say is, if you don't use us,
Mm-hmm.
use somebody or do it yourself. It's
Yeah.
such an important tool. It's part of your legacy. It's part
Mm-hmm.
of all the things that you've worked for. And if you have family and children and want to pass it on, that helps. If you should have a loss, it helps claim with your insurance company. If you
Mm-hmm.
go through a divorce, God forbid, the
Mm-hmm.
evil women, I'm sorry, the evil men, excuse me.
We'll have to edit that out when we see the final report.
But the point is, it stops, and we're independent third party who are vetted,
Mm-hmm.
we're insured. Um, we're there just to do the job.
Okay. So if I talk about your customer perspective, like who's your ideal customer? Is it like people like me, or you are also handling the part of insurance side? Because your model, I think, is implemented on the insurance side. So if you talk to insurance B2B businesses, if you talk to them that we do this service and we will happy to do it for all your clients. So how does this go? You have two models or just going for the customers only?
I would say at this point, one section of our business, our ideal customer is a high net worth individual,
Mm-hmm.
has things that they've acquired and accumulated and want to preserve or to pass down and make sure that that is handled the way they want it handled. So that's one aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the other aspect would be we're developing our DIY piece, and we
Mm-hmm.
also have a technology we call it 360. We
Okay.
go into the house, and it's another service at a lower price. It's like 22 cents a square foot. We
Mm-hmm.
go into your house with a 360 camera, place
Mm-hmm.
it. It's line of sight,
Mm-hmm.
and within this software, it's called image extraction or lassoing. So
Okay.
let's say this cup,
Mm-hmm.
I can sit there, click on it, rubber band that image, lasso it. It'll extract it from that image, put
Mm-hmm.
it into a report, and then you can fill in, I paid $45 for this, and you can create and build your own inventory at a less expensive rate. But we still have to go there and do the 360. And
Mm-hmm.
so we have really got some pretty unique software that taps all different levels. When we first started out, divorce clients seem to be
Bit
the
skeptical.
bailiwick, our low hanging fruit, and some of those are contentious,
Okay.
as I'm sure you can
Yeah.
understand. And
Yeah.
then you've got, people with high net worths, they want to divide their stuff and they want to move on. Or you have an independent third party, like I said before at the beginning, we've had judges decree us to come
Mm-hmm.
in and document everything in the homes, and it's for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's for homeowners.
Okay.
And if they have an apartment and they've got a good stereo and they've got some nice art or they've got some, decent books, you
Mm-hmm.
want to take those pictures. You may not want to hire us, but you might want to get a do it yourself thing and do this. It is actually, how do you say, when, you have net worth and then well, I've got insurance. Well, you need to buy an umbrella policy.
Yeah.
So and then if you're underinsured, you need to increase it. We help document the fact whether you do need to increase it or maybe get you right size insurance within the insurance industry.
Another thing on the clients, like whenever they're like in California, the fires, the floods, the
Yeah.
hurricanes, those we get calls after the facts, but then they think
Yeah.
about it and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know what's in my house if the fire took it, or I don't know with the flooding." So, like we're saying, whether we do it or you do it, and we're coming up with a DIY, I mean, you just do
Mm.
it because you don't know
Yeah.
and you're protected.
So how's your new client finds you today? Like, how do you guys, how the client reach you?
Well, you guys go.
I'll just say one point. I mean, and we're working on that. I wouldn't say we're struggling with it, but right at
Mm-hmm.
this point in time, we are going through the professionals to reach the clients. We're not advertising to the direct consumer because it's just so
We're going
broad.
B2B because
Yeah.
we go to an agency. Each agent has 100, 500 clients.
Yeah.
So we're trying to go through it that way. And then they say, well, this client that doesn't need it, this client doesn't want it, or they think it's too expensive. But the fact of the matter is, you're going to pay insurance on a $100,000 vehicle, like we spoke
Mm-hmm.
about earlier, every year. You do this once, and after 2 years, if you can negotiate a premium,
Mm-hmm.
or you have a loss, dude, it's paid for. 2 years and it's paid for itself. It gives you peace of mind. You know what you got. We have disaster recovery. We have it in the cloud. and also out there in Phoenix, Arizona on our servers.
Okay.
We can give you access through our portal that's totally backed
Like,
up and firewalled. Our security is, we've been vetted through UpGuard and Chubb, which is they've vetted us. We have all of our insurances in place. We're a good little company.
I would say right
You want to
now,
edit that?
the way
Yeah,
we
no
get
worries,
our
no worries.
clients, majority of the way is through the professionals, either the insurance agents, the family law attorneys, or the estate planning attorneys. But we've also been doing a campaign on Facebook and Google Ads and email blasts to people that
Mhm.
direct them to our website. And
Oh,
then they go to our website and they can find out all about us.
Here, it's amazing what
mhm,
little budget we have for marketing.
mhm.
They look us up they look up inventories online.
Yeah.
We're in the top 3 or 4 or 5 without paying for Google Words or without really hitting it hard, and they still call. Well,
Okay.
that to
So,
me is the amazing piece.
okay. I think so. Do you have a B2B? Do you have agents that is actually promoting your website, your services to their client? And then apart from that, you are also running ad campaigns for outreaching for outreaching customers to reach to your platform, right?
Yes.
That's the two ways you are achieving this, right? So, what's the challenge that you are facing in these two?
Enough people knowing about us, like the agents that we do presentations to insurance agents, to companies, family law groups, wealth management, family offices, and we've only touched about a little bit. So we
Yeah.
need to be known, not just we service all states,
Mm-hmm.
but we're not getting our message across to those states. So our biggest challenge there is the people that know about us.
Yeah.
Because when they know about us and they use us, they spread the word and it works, but we're having, that's our challenge.
If we need to reach more people, we need a larger marketing budget. Where we've got everything is in place for us to go national.
Yeah.
We got our labor figured out. Our software is
Mm-hmm.
phenomenal. Is all scalable. We're in a great position to make a big leap.
Okay. It's time to scale now. Yeah.
It's hey, your podcast will help when we appreciate that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know,
So, yeah, that's one way
everything
of
helps. I'm going to give you an example.
Exposure.
We had a client, a good friend of ours, who was with a larger insurance provider.
Mm-hmm.
They changed and they asked him, what should I do for an inventory? He says, well, I don't know. Here, fill out these sheets.
Mm-hmm.
And he had no clue. And he's an agent. He's an
Mm.
insurance agent that has no clue about our
Oh,
product or inventory. So that gives you a small snapshot that we need to educate and
exactly.
make
Reach more
people aware.
people.
Because at this point of time, what I'm understood, like the market awareness is the one thing that people need to be. This is what we need. Along with the market awareness, you need to get to the lot of people at the same time. So you have that team intact if you get a lot of clients. I'm right, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
We
So
are national. We go to every state in the union. I mean, we haven't been to where haven't we
We've
been?
probably been about 20 of the states, honestly.
okay, that's wonderful. That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
we can.
So if I have to concise, yes, sir. If I have to concise my next answer, like what is one thing that is working completely well for you guys, and what is one thing that has been frustrating that you want to improve? One is the lead generation, that's part clear, but I want to answer this one.
One thing that works really well for us is our software, our technology, and our service.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that's frustrating is not reaching more people than we have. When we get somebody who, for instance, in Phoenix, Arizona, next week we're going out to do 2 inventories out there. We're going to throw
Nice.
Google ads out to Phoenix, Arizona, to hopefully pick up a few more inventories.
Exactly. That's good. That's good approach.
We will if we don't. That is a frustrating part.
Nice, nice, nice to have that
Being
answer.
known, getting exposed.
Yeah, exposure is one thing that keep the people up on the toes and keeping up all the night. Yeah. And
I mean,
now the marketing campaigns are getting tougher and tougher in this market. SEO campaign optimization, search engine optimization. So there's a lot of things that improving with the AI, but there are a lot of improvement that needs to help you guys like business like you. So my next question is, what is one metric that you guys wanted to achieve? Like you're most focused on improving? Like it's a conversion rate. You have, yeah, that's it.
sales
That's exactly, yeah. The bottom line is for every business is getting more money, and the how to get more money is like getting more conversion rate. Whoever sees your ad get to convert, get to know about you, and get those service. So, what exactly you're currently like measuring any of the metric as of now in your business? How many leads are you getting? How many conversion rate? What exactly metric you're focusing on right now to improve?
To get business?
We're,
To
we're
improve.
actually we're actually focusing on the estate side. Like I said earlier, divorces are 50% of the people.
Yeah.
100% of the people are dying.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
and we have not really worked that hard on that side, but we've
Hmm.
developed our estate side with 12 errors, and we've got the software to where in really service, somebody who's
Hmm.
looking at an estate plan. The estate side is something that we are really starting to focus on, and we're going to be going to a couple of trade shows that, and associations that service the attorneys within the estate planning era or
Okay.
Arena.
or space.
So, which channel is more consistent or I think inconsistent or unpredictable for you? Reaching to the agent is inconsistent, or reaching to the customers are unpredictable or inconsistent for you?
Unpredictable, it would be the family law sector.
Oh,
What 1 minute they want to do it? Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
And then it gets postponed. Then they call us, say, "Oh, we need to do this tomorrow." We get
Hmm.
out there. Well, they're not getting a divorce, but yet we have
Yeah,
to plan around it with our labor. We
that's
have to
true.
plan around it with our schedule. But they are not the most considerate group.
Yeah,
Is the
and
best way to maybe describe that.
because
That's
what
true.
happens there, it's the last cog in the wheel for a divorce, like, "Oh gosh, we gotta go get an inventory." Well,
When they
then
should do it first.
yeah, they should do it first because it's been going on a long time. They've already spent a
Mhm.
bunch of money and they're like, they're done. But we're working with them to do it up front. So you got all that information to work with, and you don't have to at the end 10th hour
Yeah,
figure out what
11th.
to do
Yeah.
for the
Yeah,
judge.
that's yeah, yeah, that's unpredictable. I agree with that. So, as a business, where do you want to see this business in 6 to 12 months?
Oh, we'd love to double our sales.
Double our
Yeah.
sales.
We
Eh,
additional investment to maybe do that. That's always out there.
Hmm.
We're doing outreach and outbound calling to
Hmm.
agencies. We've bought a
Hmm.
list and we've created that situation. So I mean, we're
eh,
trying and we're
Hmm.
doing, but we're a small group
Yeah.
that's very resourceful, and
Yeah.
we're as efficient as we can be. But
Mhm.
you always have to have more hands on deck, make the boat go faster.
Exactly. That's true.
And also we'd like the DIY piece to be up. It'll be up and running, but I don't want to say take off, but I would like it to take off.
Yeah.
At least out there, ready to use, getting the information out to people so they can try our app. I mean, it's going to be free for the first 30
30
days.
days, we're going to give it
Hmm.
free
Try
trials,
it.
and that will help with company valuation for investment too.
Yeah, that's another aspect of the business. Yeah, definitely. I think your business have different aspects. You have multiple use cases in this domain, right? So we
Yes.
have a whole of the world, I think, to conquer. But that's good that you have a vision in your mind. You want to double this money this year, double the income this year. And that's what our visionary leaders are doing. And you are on the right track. Marian and George, thanks for being on the podcast today. And I think you have answered all my questions very well. And thank you for being here. Subscribe Tech Eye Solution.